Roger, Roger. Okay, now, gosh, we need to. Would you be interested in a little advice on your radio, your transmitter, sir?
Yes, sir. What do you have for me?
I would suggest the first thing we do is to put your compressor at about a 3 out of 10. Tune your compressor on and make it a 3. Compressor on and a 3. Roger, Roger. All right, then I would go to your EQ, and I would put in about 3 clicks on the top end EQ, about 3, starting with the EQ on the top end, about +3 from where you are. Roger?
Roger, Roger. I've actually never figured out how to do EQ settings on the IC7000.
Gosh, do you have, let's see, well, I wonder if your book might be advantageous.
Yeah, I would see that program. The only thing I know to do is maybe talk in a little bit different, over.
Okay, so your audio is pretty bassy, so what I'm looking for is to sharpen that audio up by adding some top-end EQ, about 4 clicks top-end EQ, and probably roll about 2 clicks off the bottom end, at least 1 for sure, to try to get that audio pretty articulated. Roger?
Roger, Roger. I'm going to have to probably get an external EQ unit to do that. But I will, I thank you for that, and I'm going to increase the upper end and decrease the lower end a few notches on each.
Roger, is it that radio does not have active EQ?
Roger, it's an ICOM 7000.
I see. Well, I have another thought for you that might help. About how far are you off mic normally? I mean, about how much distance is there between you and the microphone normally?
Right now, it's about. I'm talking in a headset mic, and it's actually about my left cheekbone. So I'm not talking into it. I'm talking past it.
Roger, Roger. I was just going to suggest, there is a thing called proximity effect. In microphones, proximity effect is what happens when you move closer to the microphone. And the closer you get, the proximity effect is a bass buildup. So without EQ and without changing microphones, sometimes you can just make your distance a little bit greater to the microphone and make up the difference in your mic gain to where you're still running 50% to 3/4% on your ALC. Roger?
Roger, Roger. Okay, so I'm going to see what I can do about changing that. And my ALC is only about, it's actually right at about the max support right now,
Roger, you're headed towards red line on the right side?
On the ALC, it maxes the ALC out, and the compressor just barely flickers at 0, over.
Oh, okay. Well, then, now you see where the ALC reading is on that multimeter. What you want to do is be towards the right max side of the ALC line, but only like 3/4% of that maximum capability as shown on the meter for your ALC movement. Roger?
All right, Roger, Roger. Figure that out, but I don't want to hold up Friday's vlog.
That's all right. Just take your mic gain and turn it up until, and you get your proximity to mic like you want it, maybe about 6 inches so, or 5 or 6 inches greater than where you were, and that's your normal place now. Remember that, and then turn your mic gain up to where your ALC reading is running mid-scale to 2/3. Roger.
All right, Roger. I turned up my mic gain a little bit to try to get that setting on there, and now my ALC is about 3/4 the way across. Over.
Ah, yes, and you're sounding a lot brighter than what you were. So what you need to do is just remember that you're going to be working that mic a little bit further away than what you normally would, and we're doing that because in lieu of equalization. Roger.
So how does that sound now?
You're about 3 dB above my noise level. Come back and try it again and see what we got there.
All right, so I'm testing with Victor Kilo Victor, and this is November Bravo 6 Bravo. How's that sound?
I think that's sounding better, sir. And come back slowly, phonetically, with your call sign again, please.
No worries. It is November Bravo 6 Bravo.
November Bravo 6 Bravo, Roger. Okay, and what is the name, please?
Rob Romeo Oscar Bravo from Norfolk, Virginia.
Roger, great. All right, well, just remember now, I know the force of habit is to continue working the mic like you were working it, but we are, trying to do this thing in lieu of equalization until maybe you can get some outboard equalization or another microphone or whatever, but this, it works pretty good because it's a whole lot less bass, and because the bass, now that you've brought the audio gain up, the mid-range and the top end is a much better relationship. Roger?
Roger. Unfortunately, I will have to wait until you post them online for me to hear it myself, but I will definitely make sure I keep the mic sensitive on my face, and I'll keep the ALC mic gain settings all right now. Roger?
Roger, Rob. And we'll be posting this, as normal a couple of days from now, within a couple of days. Sometimes we're so fast it surprises me, but I don't want anybody to think that it's going to be in 6 hours. Although it might be, but we say a couple of days just to be on the safe side, and you will hear a considerable audio EQ shift when you listen back, and you will be going to YouTube and doing a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, and that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page, and on that page you will find a Qso entitled My Group Air Check 61419. My Group Air Check 61419. Roger?
Roger. I always look and listen to those videos. I've been a subscriber to you for the last 2 or 3 months now, and I was glad I was able to get onto the vlog this Friday. Over.
Roger. Now, you're getting some good conditions right now, so tell me about your antenna system.
Oh, you've had me on before. It's the same antenna system. I used to be Kilo November 4, Quebec X-Ray Zulu. But I upgraded to Extra, and I got the vanity call sign. So it's a 80-foot wire, 40-foot in the air, and fed.
Roger. I'm just looking for audio for your recording. Roger?
No worries.
Because you did have a great signal right there at the time. It's kind of fallen off now, but you were there probably about 10 over or so. So anyway, let me say threes, Rob, and thanks for checking in, and hopefully you'll have a great afternoon, good weekend, and be able to check that audio out and see what I was talking about as far as how to, it's a poor man's EQ, how to work the microphone and make it work for you without equalization. So we'll say threes for now, and we'll catch you later. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, and the Qso-Vlog network. From now until 5, we are recording live. If you've got a radio you want to check out the audio, give us a shout. This is KC9VKV.